If you brag about only needing 5 hours of sleep, your brain is keeping receipts. As a brain doctor, I warn every single one of my executive clients, stop doing these 3 things at night immediately. Let me walk you through what's going on. If you are a high-performing executive and you have a bottle of melatonin on your nightstand, or you check your emails past 10 p.m., I need you to listen to me very carefully. A massive study just presented at the American Heart Association has been linked long-term melatonin use to a 90% higher risk of heart failure. 90%! Now, while that number is terrifying, it points to a deeper truth that most high achievers are ignoring. You think you are optimizing your recovery by forcing sleep, but biologically, you might be slowly dismantling your heart and your brain. We are seeing a pattern where your nighttime habits, the pills, the screens, the late night emails are creating the very brain fog and fatigue you are trying to solve. You aren't getting better sleep. You are accelerating your brain's aging process. And here is what stands out the most. Most people treat melatonin like it's a vitamin. If a little is good, more is better. But melatonin is a hormone. It's a master signaling molecule. You would never inject testosterone or insulin without a doctor measuring your levels. Yet millions of executives are taking massive, unregulated doses of hormones every single night. And the new data from November 2025 suggests that cost might be your heart. Researchers analyzed over 130,000 adults. So nothing small there. They found that those using melatonin for more than 12 months were nearly twice as likely to die from all causes. Now, correlation isn't causation. It might be that insomnia itself is hurting the heart, but here is the biological reality. Taking exogenous hormones downregulates your own production. When you take 5 milligrams of melatonin, you are taking a dose 15 to 20 times higher than what your body naturally produces. You create receptor desensitization. Your brain stops listening to the signal. So you wake up with what I call the executive hangover, groggy, slow, reaching for coffee to fix the problem the gummies caused. But melatonin is just one piece of the puzzle. The real damage is coming from when you are awake. Stanford researchers recently published data on mind after midnight. They found that staying awake past 1 a.m. changes your neurochemistry. It increases impulsive behavior, negative mood, and impaired judgment. And a study in sleep medicine showed that night shift workers accelerate brain aging by 6.5 years. So if you are an executive priding yourself on sending emails at 2 a.m., you aren't showing dedication, you are showing cognitive decline. Being awake for 17 hours impairs your cognition, equivalent to blood alcohol level of 0.05%. You are effectively managing your team while legally drunk. Jeff Bezos said, I get 8 hours of sleep. I get paid to make a small number of high quality decisions. He knows that one bad decision made by a tired brain costs more than 100 hours of hustle and grind. And then there is the light. A study in nature on fruit flies found something terrifying. Daily exposure to blue light didn't just disrupt their sleep. It caused brain neurodegeneration. It caused accelerated aging. And then, get this, it happened even in flies with no eyes. The light penetrates the tissue and causes oxidative stress at the cellular level. So when you scroll your phone in bed, you aren't just delaying sleep. You are bathing your neurons in a frequency that signals daytime emergency. You suppress your natural melatonin, you spike your cortisol, and you block the lymphatic system, the brain's dishwasher cleansing system. This system only turns on during deep, dark sleep. It power washes the amyloid plaques, the proteins linked to Alzheimer's, out of your brain. If you are scrolling until midnight, the dishwasher never runs the full cycle. You wake up with a dirty brain. That is the fog. And finally, we have to talk about food. A UCLA study found that eating at the wrong circadian time, like that late night snack or business dinner, impairs the hippocampus. That is the part of your brain responsible for learning and memory. When you eat late, your body gets confused. Your liver thinks it's daytime, digestion mode, but your brain thinks it's nighttime, repair mode. So this Circadian misalignment creates inflammation. It stops your brain from consolidating the memories of the day. So you aren't just gaining weight, you are literally forgetting what you learned. So how do we fix this? I'm glad you asked. You don't need more pills. You need better architecture. Number one, the no phone zone. Charge your phone in the kitchen, not on the nightstand. Buy an old school alarm clock. If the blue light is killing brain cells and fruit flies, don't risk it with your prefrontal cortex. Two, the 3-hour fast. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Let your glymphatic system focus on cleaning your brain, not digesting your steak. Three, the natural signal. Instead of taking a hormone, melatonin, support the process of relaxation. Use magnesium, use glycine, use breath work to lower your cortisol naturally. Four, the brain dump. Spend 5 minutes writing down tomorrow's tasks. Offload the anxiety onto the paper so your brain doesn't have to hold it in a loop all night. But I likely know the reality for you. You've tried these things and you still feel that heavy mental fog. So your instinct is to reach for a supplement, maybe a nootropic, maybe magnesium, maybe a pill to force the focus. But there is a biological bottleneck with swallowing a pill to fix your brain. You see, your digestive system is designed to break things down, not deliver them intact to your neurons. So much of that potential is lost in the gut before it ever reaches the blood-brain barrier to be absorbed there. And that is exactly why I pulled out this video here for you to watch next. It explains a fascinating discovery, a direct anatomical pathway from your nose to your brain that bypasses the gut entirely. It allows you to deliver clarity straight to the brain's control center in minutes, not hours. So you stop waiting for the fog to lift and you simply activate the pathway. You'll see exactly how that mechanism works right here